Hello friends, my dear students, myself Vandresh Chitral from Rayat Shikshan Sanstha's Rao Bahadur Narayan Rao Borakhe College, Serampur. This video is prepared under the guidance and support of Honorable Principal Dr. Gaikwad Sahib. This video is only prepared for the educational purposes. In the previous video here, we have seen about the different diseases belongs to the human health and disease chapter, and here we should know about the immunity, how this immunity helps to fight against the different types of the diseases. We have completed up to in the last video the disease of the Escherichia, then the entamoeba or the different types of the worms, how they will be get entered and how they will be get affect to the human body, which are the diagnosis treatment for that, and how it will be get prevent by using the different types of the medicines. These medicines they will be get prepared with the help of the doctors also, right? And here now come towards that is the filariasis. That filariasis is the another name, it is the elephantiasis. This filariasis, it is nothing but it is caused by the thread-like worm, that is commonly called it as the nematodes. These nematodes, they are acts as the parasite. These parasites, they are transported from one person to another person with the mosquito bite. Here this mosquito, it acts as the vector, and through this vector that filariasis worm or that nematodal parasite may be enter into the human body. Here it is of the three types, that is the lymphatic filariasis, then subcutaneous filariasis and the serous filariasis. This lymphatic filariasis, it is the commonly find out in the human being, and the causative organism of this lymphatic filariasis, it is the Vaucheria bancrofti. That is the Vaucheria bancrofti. It may be prefer here the soil habitat, and which are the signs and symptoms are present due to this the infection of the filariasis worm. The first sign and symptom of that, it shows the edema with the thickening of the skin as well as the underlying tissue. Maybe it gets swollen form. Then it shows here this affect here the legs, arms, breast as well as the scrotum region. The lymphatic filariasis worm, it infect the mostly lymphatic system, that cause here the enlargement of the lymph vessel as well as the enlargement of the lymph nodes. Okay. Then this elephantiasis, that is these limbs, they are shows that here the legs they become the swollen, that is here due to the swollen legs, that the appearance they likes the elephant, and therefore they are termed as nothing but here the elephantiasis. Okay. This lymphedema, it is nothing but here the accumulation of a lymph into the different tissues. That lymphatic fluid, it may be get accumulated inside these different types of the tissues. Okay. Now here which are the mode of transmission of this filariasis is that the Vaucheria bancrofti, it may be get transferred with the help of the mosquito, that is the vector-borne disease, and therefore just like this malaria, the female Anopheles mosquito is responsible to transmit the disease. That same thing is there, the female Culex mosquito, it is responsible to pass this lymphatic filariasis, that worm in the form of the parasitic, to pass to the human body. The larva accept the body, arrive on the human skin, they penetrate the skin, undergoes to molting before they become adult and settle in lymphatic system. The incubation period is having near about 8 to 16 months, and the diagnosis and treatment, it shows that here the use of diethyl carbamazine citrate twice a day, which is preferred by the doctor, that may be here the thrice, twice day, or the any other type of the cream, lotions that will be get suggested, different another antibiotics that is used to get the cure of this filariasis infection. Now the prevention and the control measure. Here the very simple preventive measure to avoid the malaria as well as to avoid the elephantiasis or filariasis, that is to prevent the mosquito bite, and for that here always we can use here the mosquito net, or here we can use the insect repellent or the eradication of mosquito wherever it is get essential, that indirectly control the filariasis. Now come towards the next disease, that is the typhoid. We have heard this name, it is the very commonly, and that will be get here the under the curable category, that the typhoid, here the causative organism, it is the Salmonella typhi. Here in this diagram they are showing the structure of this Salmonella typhi. This typhoid, it is nothing but here the mostly that infection, it is caused to the intestine, and it is the gram negative bacteria which is found in intestine of the lumen of the infected person. This gram positive, gram negative, it is get detected on the basis of the staining property. This pathogenicity, it is due to they are showing the presence of two different types of antigens on their surface. That is, it shows in this diagram, this cell wall, it is made up of the O antigen, as well as here this flagella, it is made up of the H antigen, and wherever this diagnostic test is used for against this typhoid, here it has to get create these different types of the antibodies against this O as well as the H type of the antigen is there. Now the signs as well as the symptoms of the typhoid, this it shows the continuous fever near about here the 104 degree Celsius or the Fahrenheit. Now here it is the commonly also shows the headache, nausea, fatigue, it shows the abdominal pain, constipation, diarrhea, it shows here the rose colored rashes may be observed on the skin surface. Then it shows here the loss of appetite, that is the anorexia. It shows here the not the shortness or irregular heartbeat or the hemorrhage, the shortness of breath, then the heartbeat may be here fluctuation, then the hemorrhage. These are common signs and symptoms and they are female. The appearance of the high temperature in the body is definitely indicate that the any such a type of the infection is there, and against that fever it is get developed. Now, which are the modes of transmission of this Salmonella typhi? It is the food and waterborne disease, and the insect like housefly, cockroach, they are feeding on the fecal matter, and maybe if the Salmonella typhi, it will be get present on this housefly along with the contact, the fecal matter or maybe the food material is there, with the help of that insect it may be get enter into the human digestive tract. Then the poor hygiene habit and the poor sanitation condition, they are also responsible for the spreading of this typhoid. Okay. Then the diagnosis and the treatment, which are the diagnosis and treatment are present over this typhoid. As very commonly we know that here the Vidal test, it is the common diagnostic test used against to detect these different types of the antigens. And the treatment of typhoid, it involves here the surgical removal of the gallbladder. In severe cases, the antibiotics like chloromycetin, it is also helpful to get the cure infection of this Salmonella typhi. For the prevention of this typhoid, that WHO who have recommended the two different types of the vaccines, that is the oral TY2LA vaccine as well as the injectable typhoid polysaccharide vaccine, and sold as here the Typhim VI and the Typhirix. These vaccines, they are get created with the production of these antibodies. Maybe here the entry of this Salmonella takes place into the digestive tract of the body. Now come towards here the next disease, that is the pneumonia. This pneumonia, it is nothing but here an inflammatory condition of lungs or alveoli, it caused by a different types of the pathogens. It may be the bacterial, it may be the viral. Here the some viruses, that is the influenza virus, adenovirus, then the parainfluenza virus and the respiratory syncytial virus, or the some bacteria like the Streptococcus pneumoniae, and mostly here this Streptococcus pneumoniae, it is the causatively organism for creating the pneumonic condition in the body. The some fungal pathogens, that is the pneumocytic Jirovecii, they are also responsible to cause the pneumonia inside the body. What actual this pneumonia is nothing but, here it shows here the infection takes place inside the lungs, means here after taking the X-ray, when we are getting the diagnosis related to this pneumonia, the person who is suffering from this X-ray, that pneumonic condition, they are appearing as the white patches appear on their lungs, and this shows that here maybe this viral bacterial will be analyzed after the scanning. Here, which are the common signs and symptoms are present due to this pneumonic condition? It may be produced here the cough in the form of the yellow or the green sputum, then the shortness of the breath takes place because of here due to the deposition of this pathogen into the lungs. Here the alveoli may be here the broken down, or their space that get occupied with the help of these bacteria, viruses, fungi, or whatever it may be. Then it shows here the chest pain, and during this here the deep breath or the coughing takes place. It shows the loss of appetite, fatigue, headache, vomiting, joint pain, as well as here it shows the muscle aches. These are the common signs and symptoms are present in this pneumonic condition, and mostly it shows the cough, cold, as well as the fever. Now the mode of transmission of this pneumonia, it is mainly, here it is the communicable disease, and therefore some person is suffering from the common cold. At that time, if the healthy individual get in contact with that, the infection definitely takes place, and therefore this virus bacteria, it may be entered from the normal healthy person to the infected person, and it can be spread by the release of the droplet from the infected person, or maybe here with the help of using the cloths, with the help of using the towels or the instruments or whatever it may be, the things that will be already with the help of this droplet that get in contact, the automatically the infection it will be spread. Now the diagnosis and the treatment. Here the course of treatment depends upon the pathogen leading to the disease, and for this here bacterial pneumonia, that is antibiotic like benzyl penicillin, ampicillin and chloramphenicol, they are the effective. Now the prevention as well as here the control measure over this pneumonic condition. As we know that here the vaccination, it is the important treatment over this pneumonic condition in children as well as in the adult, and the vaccine against here the Haemophilus influenza and the Streptococcus pneumoniae in the first year of life, they will be helps to reduce here the chance of pneumonia into the developing adult body. Okay, now come towards here the next disease, that is the common cold. Now this common cold, it is again the viral diseases, and of the upper respiratory region get affected. It is also known as the nasopharyngitis. Here the actual viral and rhinopharyngitis, that acute coryza or a cold, it is caused by the viruses like the rhinovirus as well as the coronaviruses. Because of this here nowadays that COVID-19 that will be affected the uncurable condition into the human body because of starting in the form of the common cold. These signs and symptoms, it shows that the cough, sore throat, running nose as well as the fever. then the nasal congestion, sneezing, the conjunctivitis, eyes become red, muscle rashes, fatigue, headache, shivering, as well as the loss of appetite is there, which are the prevention and control measure of this. The mode of transmission is no doubt here it is the communicable disease, because here we can protect ourselves preparing this online lecture to avoid from this corona, that is the COVID-19, and therefore this common cold it also belongs to the communicable diseases, and to avoid that here, to avoid the contact with the infected person. In the prevention measure, the stay away from the person who is having the already infected. The secondly, we can wash your hand continuously with the help of Dettol, with the help of soap, detergent, right? And after that here, the alcohol based hand sanitizer, it can be used here frequently to get here the sterilize of your hands. Okay, now come towards the next disease, that is the ringworm. Here this ringworm is nothing but the fungal infection of the skin, and it is caused by the different species belongs to the fungal group, that is the Trichophyton as well as the Microsporum. Here maybe these species they are responsible to get the fungal infection inside the body, and these fungi they affect your skin, hair, nails. Now which are the mode of transmission of that? These fungi it may be get transmitted with the help of creating different types of the spores body, and if this fruiting body that will be get broken down, that spore they will be get released, and if we will be get in contact with that spore, automatically the infection it will be get spread. In signs and symptoms, it shows that the skin it becomes here the enlarged, it appears as the red patches, as we know that here the ringworm, and the appearance of this dry scaly lesion on various parts of the body, they shows here the itching. The infection to the nail it is termed as the onychomycosis, and in which here the nails become thick, discolored and disfigured. The athlete's foot it is also the fungal infection that usually begins between the toes. Now here the diagnosis and treatment. This diagnosis is done by the physical examination and treatment of the different types of the drugs, that is the Nicetine, fluconazole and itraconazole. These different types of the medicines not made by ourselves, but they should be preferred with the help of the doctors also, with the help of the skin specialist also. Okay. Now here this is about the ringworm. Now come towards the next disease, that is the dengue. Here this dengue it is the very commonly, and again it is here the vector-borne disease. Now here this dengue virus it is get transmitted with the help of the female Aedes mosquito. This mosquito when contact this virus to the human body, definitely it will be get create the symptoms just like here the typhoid, and it will be get here diagnosed with the help of the antibody test. This antigen antibody reaction it will be get helpful for the diagnosis of this dengue viral infection inside the human body. Okay, and the preference of this treatment against that this dengue virus it is get preferred with the help of the doctors, pathologists or the medicals. Okay, this is about the different diseases, their mode of transmission, causal organism, preventive measure, signs, symptoms. Okay, thank you.